There's never been a program specifically for networking for female in hematology. I want to congratulate Jennifer Brown and Margaret Ragney have organized the event. Two fantastic scientists within the American Society of Hematology. They in themselves are fantastic mentors. I think what they saw is that there hasn't been an effort within the society to try to bring the females together and perhaps establish a mentoring network. What we do know is that within academic institutions that there are very few women who rise to the senior leadership level. And unfortunately, in many centers, there remains an inequity in pay. And so it's important, I think, for females and women within the society to get together, maybe on an informal basis, and get to know each other, not only within the perhaps the same research area that you work in, because many of us know our own research field, to be able to meet those outside of a research field, perhaps us who have traveled through our career and had some bumps along the road or things that we have found challenging, can share that information and reach out to our colleagues throughout the country and actually throughout the world. When I went to medical school, I was one of about 5 females in my medical school class. My mentors were all men and of different races, ethnic groups, everything. I really didn't think anything differently about being a woman in medicine. Mentors come from all walks of life, but specifically within medicine, I think that they're typically older, at least back when I was in medical school. And I had a particular mentor that was a hematologist. And I fell in love with the work that he did and inspired me to go into medicine. And then throughout medical school, there were women mentors, but just a few of them. And as I went through my residency and fellowship and then became a faculty member, what I've seen is there are not that many women role models. There are now about 50% of all women in a medical school class, so I think the world is changing. The society, ASH, I think has just been a leader in the field in terms of recognizing the need for promoting diversity in the field. We have a committee on promoting diversity. It originally was a committee on minority development, but has become broadened. We recognize that there are minorities throughout the field of hematology, throughout the field of medicine that we need to promote. Not just women. This is not specifically a gender issue. We are trying to promote minority recruitment, retention within hematology, as well as those from disadvantaged backgrounds. Within the society, we realize that it is becoming an international global society and that we need to become a leader in encouraging students from all backgrounds to go into hematology. We think of mentors within research. And in academic centers, we think of mentors that are in the laboratory, perhaps doing clinical research involved in direct patient care, and translational research from bench to bedside. But when I was a student, mentorship really wasn't talked about as it is today. And it is a competitive society, I mean, in terms of research, that to become funded, to stay funded, to be able to have the resources to do great work, that you need to be able to network, you need to develop sustainable collaborations, and a mentor can help introduce you and guide you in the right direction. So that's part of a mentor in research, and there's just not one. When you think about research being multiple scientists working together to bring knowledge from a variety of different backgrounds, you may need a mentor in a variety of areas, and you want to have a mentorship group that will work with you. I was a fellowship director at the University of Minnesota from 1998 until 2014, until I left to go to my current position. I was involved in mentoring and career development of over 100 fellows during that time. And I saw how the field of mentorship actually changed. And we would encourage our trainees and help them form mentoring committees. And that may include mentors that were directly related to the work that they were doing, but I also encouraged them to bring in mentors from other areas to help give more of an objective viewpoint. Mentorship is critical, and this society believes in mentorship. A few years ago, through the Committee on Training and recognition of the need and to have an award to honor mentors who devote so much time and energy to mentees. So we develop mentorship awards. And those are very competitive awards and have the same type of prestige within society. I appreciate what I've gleaned from mentorship much more here later in my career, perhaps than I did earlier in my career, you know, as perhaps a mid-career or junior mentor, that you're stretched. You're trying to also make your mark and fulfill your obligations to be promoted within your academic pathway. But what mentees bring to you is joy, a spirit of discovery, new ideas. They're creative. They keep me young. You know, we talk about our kids keeping you young in your personal life. Mentees keep me young in my professional life. I would also say that mentees may be younger, mentees may be older, mentees may be my own age. So I think the line between mentor and mentee sometimes can get a little blurred. It's so much fun, and it brings a lot of joy to your professional life.